beast. And it's not talking about some dragon, cartoonish, fake dragon. No, we talking about the real dragon. That old serpent, that great deceiver. And who is he that has deceived the whole world? Is it an animal? Is it a reptilian? Or is it human beings? So now that we understand that it's a human being, Reverend Porkchop, which human beings is it? Which human beings have you took an oath to in regards to the cult to keep the people blind, deaf, and dumb by teaching them false Christianity, by teaching them to be other than themselves, by teaching them that it's some spooky space cadet God that's interested in saving them, while you, Mr. Reverend, have all of them people in Space Cadet. You're robbing them of all of their money while they're down here. And your whole goal is for them never to come back on Earth so that they will realize the bullshit that you've been pulling on them. However, your time is up. Reverend Porkchop and Deacon Sausage, your time is up. The man of sin has been exposed. And the one who did expose him was the master teacher, Elijah Muhammad, when he brought you face to face with God and the devil. But you didn't believe that. You didn't believe that. And if you don't think that the white man is devil, then you bring me your devil and show me what he looked like. If you don't think that the white man is a devil, you bring me your devil and show me what your devil looks like. In fact, show me what your God looked like, because I can show you what mine looked like. It's not some spooky God, but on this plane of thought, on this plane of cipher that's within this here sphere, this earth, okay, which is 196,940,000 square miles, and has a diameter, that has a circumference of 24,896 miles. Almost 25,000. Which by some say that they write history that way. I'm just saying. But anyway, this serpent, he's an evil person. He's a beast. He wreaks havoc everywhere he goes, makes blood shed everywhere he goes. Everywhere. And has deceived the whole world. Who is that, Mr. Reverend Porkchop? Why don't you teach your people about that? Who is the beast that has had their foot on your neck, meaning us as a people? Because you may not see yourself as a part of us, seeing that, you got this Jesus teaching. I'm just saying. And in reality, you really don't even have the real teachings of Jesus. But I am going to teach you about that serpent. That old serpent. Satan. The same serpent that you saw in the Garden of Eden is the same serpent that you see in the book of Revelations. Even the prophets have described the characteristic of this race of devils as corresponding to the nature of a snake. Okay? And most snakes, what do? They wobble and they make crooked trails when and wherever they crawl. So it is with the Caucasian who is running the administration. I'm not talking about the poor Caucasians. I'm talking about the right-wing Caucasians, conservative, who have power in this country, who runs this country, and continues not to want to give justice when justice is due. Because all of us don't get justice. Only some of us get justice. And we know who that some of us is. The very same people whom is described in the book of Revelations. That's right. As being that beast whose number is 666. But they talk about the chip. You don't have to have the chip, the microchip in you. You can have the training of the master beast in your brain. You only act out that which you know. You only act out that which you know. And if you continue to watch that nonsense that they have on the idiot box, YouTube will continue to display savagery, characteristics of a living beast. And what is a savage? A savage is one who has lost the knowledge of himself and who is living the life of a beast. In fact, these very same people in power, not the little people, but the people in power, continuously cause you to do what? To be in prison. Threaten you with the loss of your jobs. Threaten to make you go hungry. Threaten you with lack of shelter and disrespect of human rights, God-given rights. And even on some occasions, they threaten to take away your very life for speaking the truth. Even here on YouTube, what do? They shut down your account for speaking the truth. They really do. Trust me, I know. And so do many others whom have spoken this truth. By speaking evil of the truth, meaning not telling the truth and making the truth look all bad, they cause fear to enter into the hearts, into the minds of black people worldwide, and has caused me, has caused you, and I say me in the past because that switch is on. The magic glasses have been put on, and when you put the magic glasses on, you can't take them off. Just as the serpent had caused the fall of your so-called Adam and his wife Eve from the Garden of Paradise, so they are trying to cause the fall of you and me to prevent us from not building, from not obtaining that which they have, which brings about what? Their heaven? I'm just saying, even in both books, the Bible and the Quran, you have God, he drove out Adam and Eve, and he cursed the serpent. He put Adam and Eve out the garden and cursed the serpent and set a day of execution upon who? The human serpent, the devil, the Satan, and the enmity and hatred and discord and dislike and disapproval between the people of God, meaning the righteous, versus the non-righteous. And God said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field, and I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between you and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise the heel. And that's in Genesis chapter 3, verse 15, I believe. That's real. You think about that. And what is this human serpent? What is the head of the human serpent? Come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk. As I told you in another video, you have been made drunk with her wine. Mr. Reverend, and under this drunkenness, they war against truth and persecute and kill the servants of truth, thinking that they are doing God's will.